Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Jo, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you what is in my gym bag. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. Help your girl out. I'm trying to grow a channel. Subscribe to my channel. Tell me the things that you like and you would like to see. And if you're a return viewer, I'd like to know what was the last video that you watched. I'm keen. It's not a test. It's really not a test. If it wasn't my last video, that's fine. But I'm keen to see what the last thing of mine that you watched was and how you found it. Anywho, I don't want to have a long intro, so let's get started. Ladies and gents, this is my gym bag. Now, I have to be honest, I don't take this to the gym all the time. This gym bag actually just lives in my car, and I'll explain why. This gym bag actually has most of everything that I'm ever gonna need for the gym, but the reality is most of the time I end up taking this little tote, which has got my essentials. I will show you what's in both, but just to be honest, I don't really use everything that's in here. It's just basically got everything I could possibly need. So let's get started. This bag is from Amazon. If you're interested, I can link it below. Just let me know if you want to know, otherwise I'll keep the link to myself. It's got a gazillion compartments there. There's even secret compartments in here, as well as compartments that you can open up here. I usually keep my chalk in the side so that if it spills, it doesn't affect anything else. This is a much deeper pocket that goes all the way into the bag. It's super handy. You could actually just take this as hand luggage on a trip because it's got bells and whistles for days. Zip, zip, zipperoo, zips everywhere. First thing that is in this gym bag that I probably have not used in ages, oh my gosh, is this waist belt. It's a lifting belt, not a waist belt. It's got Velcro, and this was the first ever lifting belt that I and my husband bought. It is, I don't remember the last time I reached for this. Truthfully, it's probably why it just lives in my gym bag. It doesn't offer as much support as the lifting belt that we currently use. This is old. I could probably just get rid of this because I don't know when I'm ever going to use this again. But like I said, in this gym bag has every and anything I could possibly need. Next is another kind of belt. This belt I use when I want to do weighted dips or weighted pull-ups. It's really great. All you do is you add the weight on here, you clasp it like so. And there you go. Actually, it's probably best if I demonstrate on myself. It goes around your waist like this. Feed the weight through here, through the hole. And then you clasp it on this side. And then you basically just dangle it in between your legs as you dip or as you pull up. It sits very nicely on the back, on the lower bum. You don't want to have it up. You want to have it just resting on your bum like that. And it's great for weighted dips, weighted pull-ups. Next item, oh, this reminds me of lockdown. Oh, bless, how cute. Oh, these are basically stretch bands. You can use them, resistance bands. You can use them to also stretch. It's so funny because they have these in the gym and I always use the ones in the gym. I never actually just use the one that I own and only has my germs, which is quite gross. But yeah, these are resistance bands. Gosh, I can't remember the last time I used these. You can use them to warm up if you want. I tend to put my feet on them and then just hoist them up. It's great for warming up or actually just working out your shoulders, or if you want to use it for back, just hold it further down and pull backwards. That works your back as well. Yeah, I remember when these were all the rage during lockdown. Oh, how the times have changed. I only use these really to warm up in the gym, and I don't even use my own. I use the ones that the gym provides. So, like I said, this bag doesn't actually get a lot of action. Next are my knee straps. These are so helpful for me. I haven't used them in a while. When I used to do a lot of high bar squats, I used to wrap my knees, especially when I'm doing heavier weights. So when I'm entering into the 3 digits, I wrap my knees to just make sure that I don't experience pain. They're really, really good. They are a bit finicky because they go round and round and round and round. And sometimes if I'm already wearing in fact, all the time, when I'm already wearing my gym shoes, I have to take off the shoes, pull up the straps, wrap my knees, put the shoes back on, then take off the straps again when I don't need them anymore. Because some exercises I don't need them and they can be quite tight. But these are really, really, really good knee straps. I will unearth the link to them. I am pretty certain I got them off Amazon And so yeah, if you experience pain in your knee, or if you just need a bit more support for your squats or any kind of hinge knee movement, these are really good straps. Next, I have a trusty Pure Gym Padlock. I don't attend a Pure Gym anymore, but these are really good padlocks. They have 4 combination lock thingamabobs, and they're just really secure, nice and solid. I haven't used these in ages, but yeah, always got to make sure you go with your own padlock. Down to the last 2 to 3 items, I have this. Why am I so far from the camera? I have this ball which I use to stretch my muscles. Because of the texture and the knobbly bits, it just pushes into your muscles and gives you a nice bit of like release. It's kind of like a stress ball, except you can't squeeze it. It's not soft, it's actually quite hard. And if you roll your bum around on this, just imagine the little pincer bits going into your muscles. It gives you a nice good release. I've got this, I've got some other ones with different textures. It's basically like a foam roller, but just in a ball form instead. Next, I have another resistance band. This one is great if you want to do pull-ups and you haven't quite mastered doing it with just your body weight. So wrap this around the frame, get your feet into it and pull up. It just gives you a bit more support. And I think this is probably a better transition into doing pull-ups than using the assisted pull-ups machine. I did the assisted pull-ups for ages, and then when I actually went to try out body weight, the gap was massive. It was a massive gap. I don't think personally the assisted pull-up machine is a good transition machine for doing body weight pull-ups. This is a lot better because you're controlling the movement a lot better. You're engaging your lats a lot more. It's following your path as opposed to you following the path of the assisted pull-up machine. Oh, I've got a random bottle of water which I'm never gonna drink because Lord only knows how long this has been in my bag. I think I might just water my plants with it. Ew, this has been here for ages, yuck. Moving on, chalk, chalk, chalk. If you are lifting heavy, you should invest in chalk. I know people have different opinions, so I prefer the dust chalk versus this is liquid chalk. It dries nicely and it gives me protection. If you are a gym girl, guy, you can always tell by the calluses. My calluses are not so bad at the moment, but sometimes they can be really rough and just very ugly. There's no way around calluses, to be honest. All the chalk will help you do is to grip the bar and hold on to it, especially for things like deadlifts, RDLs, things like that, that mean you're carrying heavy weights, but just in your hand. I also have one random glove, which, I mean, the fact that there's only one left just goes to show that I haven't used this in a gazillion years. This was what I used to use at the beginning of my weight training journey, and it's so cute because I look back at my videos, I'm like, oh, look at you, your little gloves. I don't use gloves. I can't remember the last time I used gloves. At the moment, I use wrist straps. So actually, that is what is actually in my gym bag. Now I'm going to show you the things that I actually really use on a day-to-day when I go to the gym and what I use them for. Onto the real gym bag, the less aesthetic gym bag, but the gym bag that does what I need it to do. Let's start off with this one sticking out. This I use not for my squats. I used to. Did I? Yeah, I think back in the day when I was still a little baby lifter. I use this for hip thrusts. It's really good because you don't want the bar digging into your pelvis. So I use this for hip thrusts. I've lost the straps that hold it in place, but it still works. So yeah, a good, nice, squishy bar pad. The next thing in my gym bag is a proper lifting belt. You can tell the difference. I mean, look at that. Look at the padding in the back. It is solid. Look at the buckle. This looks like the kind of belt that, you know, if someone wants to flog you, you're just going to be seeing stars. This is a nice solid belt. And it's not even the like creme de la creme of belts. I have seen lifting belts at like 200-pound level. This is not even that, but this is really good. I wear it, I feel secure. This is really nice and sturdy. It protects my back, it engages my core, and it's just great for lifting. So this is the belt that I use when I am doing any kind of heavy hip hinge movement, apart from obviously hip thrusts because that doesn't make sense. But if I'm doing RDLs or if I'm doing deadlifts, or if I'm doing squats as well on the bar, not on a hack squat because again I don't really need it, but this is a really good belt that I've used. My husband bought it. My husband bought a lot of these stuff and I kind of just tagged along and just use it. But he bought this and I kind of just steal it whenever I need to. Next is this bottle from Applied Nutrition. I used to have a lot of bottles from My Protein, but they started to crack around the rim, so I had to get rid of them. I've got, I think, 3 or 4 of these Applied Nutrition bottles. They come with a little funnel, not funnel, like a, I don't know if you want to call it a filter in the middle. You can take that off. Additionally, oops, I put in this like thing, I don't know what it's called, but basically they're usually in sports bottles to help break up the powder formula that you put in, whether that is your pre-workout or it's your protein powder or, you know, creatine, whatever. So I think together they make a really good pair and I don't end up with any clumps in my drink. The only thing I don't like about this bottle is the fact that the cap just kind of hangs there, and so if I want to drink I have to push it back, and that's a bit of a nuisance. I'd rather just it stayed, or if I could completely remove it, but it's neither here nor there. The size of this bottle is 700 mils, but you can still get more because 700 mils takes you to that line and you've still got quite a bit before you get to the top. But always go into the gym with either water or protein formula or creatine. I've stopped taking pre for a little while. I miss it, but yeah, this is my sports water bottle. Next is my ankle straps that I have lost one of. I can't find the second one, but I use this for the cable machine. So if I want to do kickbacks, I put my foot in here, I clasp it, and it's great. It does what it needs to do. I've lost one, so sometimes I alternate between this on my left leg or my right leg, right leg, or more recently, I've actually just used what's at the gym. If I'm wearing leggings, I don't mind using the one at the gym. If I'm wearing shorts, I would rather not have their one that's been rubbing up against everybody's skin, and I would just swap between legs using that one instead. Last but not least are my wrist straps. These are actually 2 wrist straps. We just Velcro them together. These are what I use for lifting heavy, and boy are they good. You take it, put it round through the bar, I put my hand in and then fasten it around my wrist, Velcro on that side, and then you hold here. So tuck your hand under the bar. Let me think of what I can use as a bar. Let's say this chalk is the bar. Put it like that, hold like this. The bar is never this fat, to be honest. And then pull. So girls and boys, that brings me to the end of this video. I tried to keep it short and sweet, but also still informative. I hope you found this useful, just to give you a rough idea of the things that I use in my gym bag. Realistically, you don't need a lot of stuff. Honestly, you don't need tons of stuff, especially for getting started at the gym. The essentials are just have, if you've got bad knees, get some knee sleeves or knee straps. Get wrist straps if you're lifting heavy, get some water. If you sweat a lot, get a towel. I don't have a towel because I don't sweat that much unless I'm doing cardio, and even then I don't really use a towel. I just kind of let myself air dry. I don't know if that's gross or not. Oh, one last thing which is not in this video is my tripod. I take my tripod with me so I can film in the gym. The gym is truly one of the places I feel most confident. I walk around like I freaking own the place. I walk around like, yes, I have arrived and I know what I'm doing and I'm a strong, bad bee. I have no hesitations anymore recording myself whipping out my tripod in the gym. I used to feel so hesitant and so self-conscious before, but now I don't give a flying monkeys. As long as I'm not hogging the machine, I don't really care what anybody else thinks. So yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching this video. Catch you in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye!